Hello, hello, welcome back to more GBO2. Today is going to be it's going to be another, oh wait, what were they called again? Situation battle. Oh boy, that was a bad flub. Anyways, it's going to be another situation battle. Today, we've got the Battle of Odessa this time, which is cool. I'm quite happy about that. You can see we've got a Hildolfer with us, too. Hildolfer's really cool. I kind of wish I were using the Hildolfer, actually, because I never use it. But I digress. I've got a Zaku of type that I'm actually not sure which Zaku type it is, actually. Somehow I doubt it's a standard Zaku, but I'm not sure which one it is. There's a whole bunch of different Zakus. But this particular match is going to start off pretty interestingly, which you might have already noticed why at this point. There we go. There's all his damage finally cluing in. Yeah, this match was interesting. I just had to share it because, I don't get this very often. Honestly, this weird... I'm not sure exactly what causes this. I'm assuming it's something off with the latency. But, oh boy. Oh boy, I am still waiting for things to register. I might have actually missed with that last grenade, honestly. Yeah, I think I did. There we go. Now he's taking the damage he was supposed to have already taken a while back. It's... In the moment, this is definitely one of those things that's really annoying, because you can see, too, I'm pretty sure he hit me with at least one of those, and I got nothing, right? It's wonky. But it will clear up eventually, thank goodness. There it is. See, now he's taking... Now he got his hits in. Oh, boy. It's very funny to look back on and watch in hindsight, honestly. Looking back at the footage. Yeah, technically speaking, maybe not the best... maybe not the best match to showcase the game for the simple matter of things are... way out of sync right now, but again, I just think it's really funny. But yeah, you can see I've got a interesting kit here. I've got a bazooka, and that's it. That's not actually it, obviously. I've got the grenades and the heat hawk, but man, I am not used to suits like this, and of course having that weird latency problem doesn't exactly help with it. But I'm used to having more backup options than this. I don't actually use bazookas very often, because while bazookas do have a very prominent meta, right? Or they did. I guess it's still a prominent meta within lower costs. Higher costs have gotten insane at this point. So the meta's shifted a lot with high cost stuff, but with the early days of the game and going back into lower cost rooms, bazooka meta is still a very big thing, because bazooka, it does really decent damage, and it's an instant stun. At this point range, you've got a lot of like machine guns and stuff like that, or like the charging beam rifles and whatnot. And this has changed a little bit. So, well, actually, to be fair, since this is a situation battle and the points differentiations are also really weird. Very curious about that tackle, by the way, because that normally absolutely would have counted as a counter tackle. I don't know how that ended up registering with the weird latency stuff, which, by the way, will clear up eventually. Don't worry, that does go away after a certain amount of time. Actually, that should start clearing up pretty soon, I think, because you see we lost two fell off. A lot of times when I've had this sort of issue pop up, it's fixed itself right after someone else disconnected. Honestly, I think it's something... I don't know, again, exactly what's going on behind the scenes that causes this to happen, but you'll have, like, a particular player that is wonking things up, and then when they eventually lose connection, that's when everything starts to fix itself. Oh, yeah, bazooka meta. Yeah, bazooka meta is insta-stun. Yeah, bazooka, so you can have something with a decent melee on it, get in a decently close range with your bazooka, hit, stun, deal decent damage in the process, and then move in for melee combos. which at lower costs, there's not a whole lot of other stuff outside of the bazookas that can still do that. Because what beam rifles you have at lower costs are all charge beam rifle. They're not instant stun. And then you've got machine guns, which are build stuns. They're not as effective at that at all, which made bazookas the go-to for a while. And it definitely makes low-cost gameplay really interesting, too, because at high cost, everything's super fast. Everything has, like, multiple weapons, several of which will usually stun. So it's I'm gonna be honest, some of the high cost stuff I find not very fun, because it gets out of hand really fast, where it's just stun lock combos instead of, like, careful positioning. Whereas a lot of the low cost stuff emphasizes, I don't want to say emphasizes teamwork more, but if you want to get someone stuck in a stun combo, you have to trade off with allies, because basically you're looking at each of you having, like, a bazooka and being able to hit one, get your hits in, back off, let your ally get their bazooka hit off. Like, you have to trade off in lower cost. Lower cost is, it's a lot slower, it's a lot more methodical. It ends up being a great source to practice fundamentals of, like, spacing and timing and stuff like that, because your fundamentals are that much more important, kinda. Again, it's not that, like, your fundamentals are not important anymore at higher cost or anything like that, but when I have 3 different weapons that stun, I can miss with the first one, pull out the second one, get the stun anyway, and be okay. When all I have is a bazooka with a high ready-up time, or a cooldown time, rather, I gotta land that hit, right? I gotta get my spacing right, I gotta hit right, I gotta make sure it lands, or I'm at a huge disadvantage. So, your fundamentals are more important in that respect in lower cost, which makes them a great, because that's kind of all you have, right? So it makes low cost fantastic for practicing that, practicing your landing of your shots, practicing your spacing work. Got the kill off of the grenade. I forgot I got that. I did not expect to get the kill off with that grenade. I expected to just do a little bit of extra damage. Oh, I think I might have stunned the Dom, though, with my bazooka shot. I was trying to angle it, so I didn't do exactly that. So that's a little bit frustrating. Ooh, nice job on the... I didn't need to make that shot. I think I'm going to waste a grenade here, too. Yeah, absolutely. I thought I missed with the bazooka shot. I did not miss with the bazooka shot. He'd already gotten downed by the Goof Custom. Rewatching this, I see that very clearly. At the time, I didn't catch that he got finished off. I thought he just got knocked down. I thought I missed with the bazooka. I think I already said I thought I missed with the bazooka. Oh well. And now we're just gonna bully that poor assault gun tank at the end there. Assault gun tank's very fun, by the way. I really need to take mine out more. It transforms and rolls around at the speed of sound. It's quite enjoyable. It become tank. Well, I guess it was already a tank, but yeah. So we did decent this time around. Despite that weird start there, we did get pretty decent score all around, which is pretty good. This was, unfortunately, despite the awkward start, this has probably actually been one of the better matches I've played lately. I saved them, so you will see them as well, but I had like 2 matches? 2 matches? I think it was 2 matches before this one, where... oh boy. I scored really well, and we lost miserably anyway. So, but you'll see those because I did end up doing pretty well, so I will pull those out and talk about them and why I think they didn't go that well, but, we will save those for another time. Until then, thanks for tuning in, and yeah, I'll see you next time.